The Advanced Technological Education Program, known as ATE, was mandated by Congress in about 1992. It was actually one of the first congressionally mandated programs at the National Science Foundation.
ATE supports the education of technicians for the high technology workforce. And we support program development, program strengthening, faculty development, all aspects of advanced technological education program. Technicians are the personnel who manufacture things, who run factories, who oversee the development of better products, and that's important for the economic health of the country.
Engineering technicians in manufacturing basically serve the role of support for the engineering staff, and in many cases they do a lot of the same tasks that the engineering staff would perform. In a lot of situations, they are the active hands, eyes, ears of the engineer when it comes to doing tasks within the test lab, the manufacturing facility, things where there's equipment moving and activities going on. In a lot of cases, the technician is the person doing a lot of the hands-on work, where the engineer is providing input, direction, and in some cases technical expertise that the technician may not have.
The feedback I get from engineers is usually that I've helped them create their designs on time. Without some help from me with smaller issues, they wouldn't be able to get their designs out on time and create a quality product for the customers.
As far as technicians, we're doing the legwork, we're putting in the time, we're doing several iterations of the design, making sure that it's quality product time and time again.
In today's workplace, systems are very important. It's important that the technician have a good understanding of the system in which he or she is working.
Engineering and engineering technology are extremely important to this country. The lines between technologists, technicians, and engineers is a blurry one. Those who are directly involved in the manufacture and in assisting technologists in carrying out those processes are the technicians.
If it's not working properly, they need to troubleshoot it and solve the problems. They need to refine the design. They need to provide information back to the engineers to show the engineers how a design can be improved. And that's frequently the job of a technician, of someone who has studied engineering technology.
Most of the engineers really support the engineering techs and vice versa, because we are a really big part of their jobs. In my workplace, there's approximately 5 engineering techs to 1 engineer. So that makes it a little bit easier for that engineer also. We get a lot done that way.
The engineer and a technician typically become a team. In some cases, they're like one. The technician provides the day-to-day active hands and activities that the engineer needs in support of things that he's trying to accomplish, and especially in areas of program management or design or things like that, where the engineer is off looking at other activities and the technician's left on his own to carry out certain tasks and get some things done that the engineer has to have done.
I work with about 6 engineers, a combination of mechanical and electrical engineers.
Good technicians require the ability to think on their own, the ability to make observations, the ability to perform tasks such as technical tasks involving tools, equipment, testing setups in a manufacturing plant, to being able to evaluate a process or a problem with a piece of equipment in a manufacturing environment, and being able to understand if it's in a manufacturing factory where the operator is having issues or problems, to understand what that operator of the equipment is telling them and interpret that in a technical support role.
It's always suggested that if there's anything that you see that could better the product or the process, that's always encouraged and always enforced. Sometimes even the technicians will come back to the engineers and say, hey, we found that when we did it this way, we actually found a better and more efficient way to do things.
Engineering technicians do love their job. They love being part of a support team and having ownership in the products that we make. We may not be front and center, but we know that we've had a part of building something great.
We're working together as a team, and the more people that you have working together, the easier the job flows. So you really can't have one without the other.